Yeah, so I had nothing planned. I had ideas for what my 1000th video would be, but I just never had the time to capitalize on them. Initially, back, this was like way back when I was really starting to really want to get this YouTube channel like up and rolling, wanted to have like a whole ass production line. I wanted my 1000th video to be a feature length, roughly 90-minute movie of sorts. Could have been horror, could have been action, could have been whatever. But, you know, making movies is difficult and takes a lot of resources and time, and I didn't have enough for that. Then, as we got closer and closer to the milestone, I thought I could probably simplify that idea into probably a 5 to 10 minute movie short, possibly. And of course, there were initial ideas for the movie short. One of them was supposed to be a kind of like pseudo hunter-esque type of thing, where it was like I'd assume a character that was in the same vein as like Van Helsing looking for a folkloric monster out in the middle of nowhere. But then that would require me making a costume for a monster, and then, you know, finding a shooting location that was public enough to where I could go there and just start filming something for like an indie project, but not so public that people will constantly get in the way. And I just didn't really have time to scout for a location, didn't really have time to build a costume. I had some ideas for a costume, but I probably would have defaulted to like your generic Wolfman-esque type of thing, because that would probably be the easiest to do, because well, there's a lot of werewolf costumes out in a Halloween store. But yeah, so that idea fell through. And then after I sort of got finished editing the Crucible gameplay video that came out previously, the one right before this one, I had the idea of doing a best of type of thing where I would just like pick little snippets from every single video on my channel, but then that kind of ran into a few second guesses of there are 999 videos I have to then comb through, ultimately abandoning most of them because they're like 30-second clips that at the time I thought were funny, but then were just kind of like mundane, to say the least. Yeah, so then the other idea I had was basically just to sit down and do a quick little retrospective, just to not do a state of the channel type of thing, because that's what the first of the month videos are on this on this channel, but just to really not cement, but just to try and reinforce the idea of what I'm trying to do with this channel and what my actual end goal was and what it will maybe turn into later. Basically, when I started this channel, it was under the guise of wanting to be, well, the original idea of why I made this channel was motivated by Let's Players, basically. Just wanting to be just some dude on the internet that just plays video games and has fun, plays with friends and all that. And then as the years went on, in the early years of me not doing anything with it, I started looking more into Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter and all those like group Let's Player channels, and see as like, okay, these guys can play video games together, but they can also do like larger sketch comedy things. And of course, that's when I kind of really started to fall into that same sort of thing of just a guy recording a group of guys playing video games together. Now, there were some problems with how I initially set about doing that with the Destiny series of like, didn't necessarily get consent from a lot of the people that I was recording, and that kind of made me need to take it, maybe made it so I needed to take a step back, and maybe it's like I should probably stop recording these guys, because at some point they're gonna probably get mad at me. And they never did, to be honest. Like, it never really became an issue. Although me saying that now, bringing it up, it might, I don't know, that's off topic. Because at the end of the day, we were just, like, playing video games. And I thought we had some, like, fun shenanigans, and I wanted to share that on the platform. at its core, the Let's Play things were always meant to be a staging ground of, like, I try to build my audience on Let's Plays and then slowly try to transition into more variety content type of thing. Because that's what my end goal was for the longest time, was just like, I would record or film whatever, and I would just couple it together into any type of video. But the problem is that no one was really interested in the gameplay videos that I was putting out for the longest time. Up until most recently, I got a boost in subscribers from, honestly, just the fact that I started using YouTube Shorts was the only real artificial injection of subscribers and viewership that I could get, is purely because I hopped on a trend that was kind of coasting for the longest time, right before it possibly could get snuffed out within the next few years. I don't know. And as far as a retrospective goes, I don't think I've done enough with the YouTube channel to actually say that I've gotten to the point of where I want to be. However, there is a point of growth that we hit within the last 6 months that I had felt encouraged to kind of keep going with this. However, as a weird trend developed in my life regarding a lot of things, that when I start finally hitting a stride for something, something else usually gets in the way. Whether it be me trying to finish out high school, whether it be me trying to think about going to college, whether it be me trying to get into like newer hobbies like blacksmithing, prop making, pseudo recycling. Ignore all of this garbage behind me. I should have hung up a sheet behind me or something. There's a lot of things I wanted to do with this channel, and I wanted to state that there was a point of quality that I wanted for each video, but that I just never met at all for anything that I was uploading. There were a handful of projects that I think, with my skill level as an editor and my skill level as a I don't like using the term content creator because it's such a stupid buzz term. And point is, at the skill level that I am and the resources that I have at my disposal, I think I did an okay job with the projects that I had time and motivation to put effort into. But those projects are few and far between with the videos that I have on this channel, which is disappointing in the long run. I suppose I don't really know what this video is about, honestly. Channel's still gonna continue. I'll still try to keep uploading videos. The only time I'll stop is when I just don't have time to film anything. And I have had time to film stuff. I want to be clear, for those who aren't aware, I posted on the community tab, and I posted, actually no, I didn't post a video yet. No, I did. I posted a first of the month. I basically stated, like, I'm trying to set up for a charity event thing in July, and that charity event is basically going to be me using Patreon funding to donate to charity. And I've just been banking videos and not uploading them as I make them, or at least not scheduling them as I make them, just so I can have like some building up a buffer zone of sorts, and just stockpiling videos until we get to the actual charity event. Yeah. I enjoy making things. I just wish I had more time. I just wish I had more time to make them. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that with an awkward, petering, whatchamacallit of a video that this is, we are going to just kind of end it here. There's still gonna be a hiatus on videos regarding the lead up to the July charity event, and I'll post more information on that once I have more statistics and logistics set up. And yeah. I'm very tired. I suppose I could have waited for the next first of the month to do this video, but I think it would have genuinely been about the same quality. Oh well. Time to bash all this together in the editing and see if I can get something semi-cohesive and not as depressing as it feels. You have a nice day.